everyone, so today's video is going to be my March wrap-up. Now I'm filming this video in May just because I didn't have the energy and like the strength to do this March wrap-up because it is kind of long. It isn't too long. I didn't read like a lot of books, but I did read a couple. I'm sorry if you can hear my cat move, by the way, but he's like getting up and he's sitting on my desk. So yeah, he is gonna jump down or he's gonna reach for my tripod. He's reaching for my tripod. My cat is kind of like very active today because there was a fly earlier in my room and he was like chasing after it, and then right after he stopped chasing after it I started filming. So he's kind of like, you know, still a bit like in the I'm chasing a fly mood. So yeah, he's currently staring me down, so we're having a good time, but hopefully I can film this video without it taking too long because like I said, this video is like kind of long. I didn't read like too much, but it does take a lot of energy for me to make these wrap-ups because I have to hold up books and that takes a lot of energy for me. So yeah, let's just try and like film this video without my cat like knocking over my tripod. So yeah. So the first book that I read in March was this book. I can't say the title because it's way too long, but I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 5 stars. It was like one of my favorite books that I have read so far in the year. Obviously, when I read this book, it was only March, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this will be on my like favorite books of the year list that I make. Sorry if you can hear my cat yawning because I'm pretty sure he just did it in the microphone of my phone. So really sorry about that. It was probably really disgusting. He's reaching for my tripod again. Yeah, anyway, this is probably going to be on my like favorite books of 2024 list. I really enjoyed it. I think it's really pretty as well. It has like these pretty like sprayed edges, and yeah, sorry I was reaching for my tripod again, but yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I highly recommend it. It's a sapphic, it's romance-ish, and yeah, I can't really describe it that well because it's one of those books that I read and I'm like, this is great, and then I forget what the entire plot was like 2 months later. So yeah, I probably should have filmed this earlier, but like I said, I didn't have the energy. Then next, I finally managed to finish Like a Curse. This is the sequel. Again, I'm really sorry if you can hear my cat move. This is the sequel to Like a Charm. This is a duology. It's like a middle grade. It has dyspraxia representation, and I really enjoyed it. Problem is that it took me really long to finish, like literally like almost a year, I think, just because like I'm someone who doesn't read like middle grade a lot, and I have to be in a specific mood to read it, and that mood doesn't hit me a lot. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars, but it just took me way too long to finish, and I will reread it someday just because, like I already said, it has dyspraxia representation, which doesn't happen a lot in books. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if there's any other book out there with good dyspraxia representation. And I'm also not like doing this anymore because my hand really hurts from doing that. So yeah, you can tell just how weak I am, that even just holding my hand like this hurts. Like, imagine how painful it is for me to hold up a book. So yeah, moving on to the next book because I'm starting to be in more and more pain. So yeah, then the next book is The Midnight Lie. Now so far every single book on this list has been a physical book, and I'm gonna mention a couple more like literally right after this one. So you can tell that like in March, while it wasn't like the biggest reading month, I did read a lot of physical books, which I usually don't do, but that has been one of my like main goals for this year, is to read more physical books. So needless to say, I succeeded. Did I like every single physical book that I read? Not really. This is one of them. I gave it 2.5 stars. I liked the romance part of it, which is kind of rare, but I liked that part of it. The plot, not so much. Like, the romance, the main reason I liked it was because it was sapphic, but the plot just wasn't for me. Like, to me, the plot very much gave like Disney vibes. Like, the main villain of the story very much gave like Disney villain vibes. Like, I could almost like picture the way that they looked, you know, like, you know, every single stereotypical Disney villain that you've ever seen in the show. Like, I'm not even really someone who watches a lot of Disney, like only when I was like a kid, and that was like a couple very specific movies, because I've never been like a Disney person. And so this book, if you like Disney, maybe you'll like it, but like for me, again, as someone who doesn't really, again, sorry if you can hear my cat, but for me as someone who doesn't really like Disney a lot and who doesn't really watch any of those things on a daily basis, Like, I didn't really enjoy this too much. So yeah, like the romance, didn't really like the plot. My cat is once again trying to reach for my tripod. He's really going for it today. Like, he's really, wow. The amount of energy he has today is honestly kind of surprising considering he's 6 years old. But yeah, guess he's just in a playful mood. He's trying to reach for it again, I think. Anyway, I can't really get my cat to stop reaching for my tripod, so I'm just gonna occasionally reach over and just make sure he doesn't knock it over. But yeah, didn't really enjoy this. Would still recommend it if you like Disney vibes in a book. So yeah, and if you like sapphic books, obviously I would also recommend it. So yeah. The next book that I read was The Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation Volume 1 and Volume 2, but I'm obviously just gonna hold up one volume. And yeah, this was a reread. I already read Volume 1 and 2, but I wanted to reread them because I was planning on finishing the series, on this reread, and I'm currently doing that. Sorry if you can hear my cat yawn again, because I'm pretty sure he did it once again in the microphone. Don't know why he continues to do this, but yeah, I made good on that promise to finish the series on this reread, because I'm currently reading Volume 5, which is the last volume, and I'm 10 pages away from the ending. So yeah, I haven't read the... So my cat is destroying my desk, so hold on a minute while I just, I don't know, kick him off my desk or something. I find it very interesting that during the filming of the first video that I filmed today, which was the video for Big Ocean, the K-pop group, I filmed that 10 minutes ago, and he was sleeping throughout the entire video, and then during this video he loses his mind. So yeah, I don't know why he continues to do that, but yeah. I'm gonna continue talking about this book now and the next volume, obviously, that I also read in March. This was a reread, like I already said. I quite enjoyed it. I gave it 4.75 stars, I believe. And the second volume made me cry. Not this one. This one I just enjoyed. The second one made me cry. So yeah, had a good time reading it. I really like annotating these books. It has pictures inside of it. And yeah, would recommend it. So yeah, also again, sorry if you heard my cat. I'm pretty sure he just burped into the microphone, so don't know what's going on with him today. Just ignore it. He just did it again. Ignore it. Then we are already on the last book of this wrap up. Like I already said, it isn't the biggest wrap up, but it did involve me picking up a lot of books. And again, as someone who has chronic pain, that isn't always easy for me, so it took me a while to film this. Sorry if you can hear my cat move. He's finally going to sleep now that I'm talking about the last book, so that's great. I guess he's gonna wash himself first. Again, sorry if you can hear that. But yeah, the last book that I read in March was Global Anti-Asian Racism. Pretty sure that's the title. I don't know if I said it in the correct order, but yeah, this was from Nick Alley. I really wanted to enjoy this, but my e-reader just couldn't handle the format of this book. It literally just wouldn't let me read the pages. It would just keep shortcutting and shutting off my e-reader. So I wanted to enjoy it, but I couldn't. And yeah, I'm sure it had a lot of very valuable information, but I just couldn't read the majority of it. I did, obviously put this on my wrap up because I did read some of it. I read about 65% of it, I think. And the rest of those percentage, I wanted to read, but my e-reader was just no. So yeah, would recommend this if you can buy the physical copy, I guess, because the e-reader format just doesn't work for me. So yeah, so as I already said, that was the last book of this wrap up. I'm really sorry for how chaotic this video was. I'm really glad he didn't do that during the first video, the video for Big Ocean. I'm very glad he didn't do that for that video, because I feel that video was supposed to be a very informative video to get people to support that K-pop group. If he did that during that video, I literally would have to refilm it 17,000 times. So I'm very glad that he didn't do that during it. And I'm also very glad I filmed that video first, because I'm really starting to feel restricted from the clothes I'm wearing, specifically the necklace and the shirt. I like the way that it looks, but I don't really like things around my neck that much. So yeah, I'm struggling a bit, but at least this video is over and my cat is finally going to sleep now that the video's over. So yeah, he really does this just to annoy me, I think, to get me to stop paying attention to the camera. But yeah, at least I managed to film this. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys read in March, if you can still remember it, because by the time that I post this, it will probably be like towards the end of May. So yeah, let me know what you guys read in March. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for watching, and bye.